Niggas don't be knowing that they meat is just being circulated through the world this way.
About topics that you find near and dear to your heart. And what's near and dear to most men's hearts? They're peeing. And I gotta be honest, with all these new deep fakes and like all this stuff where people are manipulating fake objects and then putting real people on nudity and just all this other stuff, it can be hard to decipher what's really going on, what is a ploy, what is a stunt, what is a real experience someone has to go through and live in their life. We just saw the experience with Taylor Swift here a few weeks ago here in 2024, where someone deepfaked her face and transposed it onto AI images of Chiefs fans fondling a white woman. And there was a mass majority of people who thought this was disgusting. It got swept off the internet within 4 hours. It just didn't even survive the light of day. However, what is surviving the light of day, and that is shining in daylight, is Mr. Aubrey, better known as Drake Graham. His peen has leaked to the to the Twitter sphere. And on top of it, no one knows who leaked it. Holy! Real radio. Look, I'm not one to critique people's junk. And that's not even what this conversation is about. What's more important is, one, how has this lived on the internet longer than Taylor Swift stuff? And there's rumors going around that this leaked video is because of the lack of support and attendance at the Grammys, because
big money, no whammies.
We're radio. Am I reaching? Am I telling the truth? With all the hullabaloo that's going on right now with this recent Drake leak in the metaverse of 2024 of 2020 more of a focused lifestyle that we're all living in, why would we care? We talked about, should this be destigmatized? We talked about a majority of the thoughts that run through your head in this internet era when you as an information system user don't secure your data and it gets out. But the question that still has not been answered is, how did this get out? So am I reaching if I say that I think that this is a podcast ploy from Joe Budden? What? The JBP, because where will we be without the JBP? Listen, podcasting is a amazing interwebbed web of Web3 that's on the interwebs, that are people talking, and these talk spaces are web design. It begs the question of a pod that was an amazing pod. I would say it was probably a Patreon episode. So if you're not really on the mission, then I don't expect you to get the full thread. So for the people who follow the web and are in their own podcasting web, Drake's picture leaked. The source of the leak is not known. And on a Patreon episode where they had the beautiful Chris, you need to get yourself a 24-hour podcast. there was some let's have a sex talk. Ain't anybody with a walk, you know? And there was mention of people saying, I don't think anyone understands.
Y'all act like
that
the information doesn't come by you
they
at
meet
all.
is just out
Y'all
here free
have
flowing
heard rumors about a bunch
across
of
the
guys and their dick sizes. This is a fucking
look at this
thing.
nigga. Got him right
There
here.
you go.
Look
You
at
got
this nigga.
pictures.
Got him right here in my phone.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga here, yo. He got
Some of them shits I gotta scroll by like my dog's last day here. I can't focus.
Joe.
What?
Let me ask you. He got.
And some of these famous niggas. Now they alluded to possibly these gentlemen being sports athletes, but something that the Podfather actually said on the JBP was that there's some famous dicks in this phone. And it went on for a joke here, that, and the third, but, you know, when a man who's built and understood this Podiverse for a long time and understands how it flows within media, and someone who's experienced the media, could know how to leak something to expound on a podcast point that happened not even 4 pods ago, which for you normal folk who, you know, don't subscribe to Patreons or support real creators, might have been a month ago for you. But for me, I can't say the same. So what do you think, Real Radio? Could this be clapback from Scary Hours 3 from Mr. Button? Or is this just another podcaster trying to make some fodder? Here on Real Radio, join us for our journey to Japan. If you've never flown, you know, across the country or out of here or just, you know, to a new world, and you're curious on how to do something like that, you want to see how to do something like that, well, look no further. Join us as we go 16 days through the beautiful city and culture of Japan. Hear our experiences, hear our love, hear our joy, and hear the vulnerability. Because no matter what, in this era we in, we're more alike than we are different. Even if the amounts of money. Hopefully we podcast from space one day. Here, live on Real Radio. Real Radio. Real Radio.